What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to share a couple of DC Comics related collectibles with you all. Some of these items I have here have been sitting for a while, just waiting for me to find the time to share this with you all. And yeah, I'm going to start off here actually with the item that I got from Cat D when she sent an Easter box my way. We actually exchanged like Easter boxes, which mainly contained snacks, but she did decide to throw in a figure there, and I think she actually had her oldest son, Baby J, pick out this figure for me. So we have here this Joker figure. I think I've seen this line around some, and you see it's by Spin Master. So this is the same company that makes Hatchimals. So I've seen that they do have some DC related products. I think the figures are actually pretty cool looking, and if you have a child that you're trying to get into DC Comics, you know, maybe this would be a good way to go about it, because yeah, these are some pretty cool little figures here. You see it says that it has some surprise accessories in there, but I'm going to keep this in the package, and I'll hang this up near my Joker figures. I got most of my Joker figures together, and yeah, like I said, I think these are pretty cool little figures. And look at the you know, some that are available here on the back. Of course, they got different versions of Batman. You got Robin, Batwoman. They're looking pretty cool. The Riddler. Well, I like that version of the Joker there. Oh, it says super rare. I didn't even realize they had like super rare figures. I might actually be on the lookout for that while I'm out and about there. That Batman there is rare as well. I didn't realize they were doing that. So that's cool there. You know, these I don't think really are meant to be collectibles so much. I think these are more so meant to be played with, but yeah, it does seem like they're trying to get collectors interested there, so I might have to keep my eyes open for those. Those are essentially like chases, and I would get them to keep them, though. I would get them to keep them and you know, hang them up on my wall. But yeah, shout out to Cat D and Baby J for sending this figure my way. And like I said, they sent this along with the Easter box that they sent to me, which did have a lot of really good snacks within it. Next up here, this actually came from a co-worker, a co-worker that knows about my collection, which I don't think a lot of my co-workers really know about me collecting, but yeah, one of my co-workers is aware of it, and she decided to, you know, give me a gift basically here. So we have the DC Multiverse Robin, and I love that this is the Damian Wayne Robin. He's my favorite Robin. You know, I definitely do like some of the others, you know, especially Dick Grayson, of course. I mean, you gotta, you know, have love for him with him being the original Robin. But I really like Damian Wayne because of his arc. Like, he really started off being a kind of an annoying character, but then you know, you have to understand that he was raised by assassins, so it's not like he had a normal childhood or anything. So I like some of the growth that we've seen with the character, especially him working along with the Teen Titans. And I think this is a pretty cool looking figure. It definitely has that Robin attitude there. You see the expression on his face. I like this sword as well. This sword looks like something that Ra's al Ghul would use, so it's very fitting for him, you know, with him being basically raised up by the League of Assassins. Yeah, I like these weapons here also. I guess they're sort of like shurikens, but I don't even know if that's the way you say that word, to be honest. I guess shurikens maybe, but yeah, those weapons there are pretty cool looking. I like too that they actually give you a base with these. It boggles my mind sometimes that, you know, some companies put out figures like this and they don't give you a base. You have to buy the base separate. I'm not a fan of that. You know, I think a figure like this should always come along with the base. And speaking of that, I do have a good number now of DC Multiverse figures, and I still have not decided whether or not I really want to unbox them and display them. I've only done that for 2 of them, but I got like 10 sitting here that I have not unboxed, and I just really haven't decided yet. If you're collecting DC Multiverse figures, let me know. Do you actually like hang them on the wall, or do you take them out and pose them and everything? I'm not great at posing figures, you know, I've said that, you know, many times on my channel, so I guess that's why I'm a little apprehensive about taking these out. But yeah, let me know what you do with these figures here if you are collecting them. And I really do like the DC Multiverse line because it's just so many different looks for characters that we are familiar with. I really enjoy that. Next up here, this is an item that I am going to take out of box here in a moment, and I actually have just two other figures from this line here. So this is a mini Egg Attack figure. The company name is actually Beast Kingdom, and you see we have here Bane from the Dark Knight trilogy, or basically the Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, but it also says here Dark Knight Trilogy there on top. But yeah, I said I might get this one because I did get the Joker and the Two-Face, and I really like those 2 figures. So yeah, I did decide to go for this one. Still don't know if I'm going to get the either of the Batman figures or the Catwoman, but yeah, I did decide, like I said, to go ahead and get Bane because I was like, why not? You know, he looks pretty cool as well. So I will get him out of box in a moment here. Before I do that, though, let me go ahead and show you what else I have here. Something I'm really looking forward to taking out of box as well. This is the Two-Face gallery diorama statue here, which just in, you know, from pictures, I thought it looked really cool. I do have the Penguin as well from this line. They don't show the others on the back there, but yeah, this line also does include the Penguin, Scarecrow, and Bane as well. But yeah, I got the Penguin. I got Two-Face now. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna worry about the other ones. I really like Scarecrow as a character. I'm not so crazy about the design they went with for this particular line though. Yeah, but yeah, Two-Face, I like him as a character overall. I mean, sometimes he's very cheesy, of course, you know, intentionally, I think. But I think this is a really good look for the character. It'd be nice if we could get like an updated Funko Pop of Two-Face, you know, as well. I'm sure people that have the original vaulted figure, they may not agree with that. They might worry about the value, but I think him with a different look would set it apart, especially if they did one based on the Batman the Animated Series, because I really like that design for Two-Face. So maybe that'll happen eventually with Funko. But yeah, like I said, this is a very cool statue here. And then one more thing that I'm going to open up. Well, actually, I'll save it for the end of the video. Let me go ahead and open up this figure and this statue over here. So this version of Bane here, I was kind of wondering if he's actually going to display well or not, because you see that he's in a leaning pose. But yeah, even with him sitting, I think you can see his face well enough there. Definitely like the look. You know, I've always liked the look to that mask from the very first teasers they had for this version of Bane. I thought that looked pretty cool. And of course, they got the very ripped muscular frame there going on. With the mini Egg Attack figures, they are, of course, you know, they kind of scaled them down almost like a Funko Pop sort of style. Not necessarily though, but you know what I mean. They're more of a sort of cutesy look to them, basically. And of course, a lot of companies do this. It's not just Funko, you know, not just even Egg Attack. A lot of companies do with this kind of cutesy style here. You know, Q-Figs come to mind as well. But yeah, I think this looks pretty good. You know, very true to the character, of course, there. And they have him in that pose because, I mean, of course, you know, they wanted him to look like he's about to do some damage, basically. So yeah, I think this looks pretty good. I think it will go along well with the Two-Face and the Joker that I have already. Then we have Two-Face here, and this suit looks so good, and I love how much detail they put into it. Okay, so you can see here all of that detail there, and it's of course meant to sort of reflect him being damaged, although with this one, with the face sculpt, they went with the green there. But yeah, just all of the detail in it, the texture going on there is really cool. Love that he has his coin in hand, with one side, of course, being scarred up, I think. Kind of tough to tell if they really went for that, because, yeah, it's tough to see. It's so small, it's kind of tough to tell if they really went for damaging one side. But, yeah, one thing that ties these statues together from this series is that each of them has a batarang somewhere. Yeah, so you see with this one, it's at the end of his gavel. And I really do love that they put a gavel in his hand because, of course, you know, he's about judgment. He makes judgment on people. He flips his coin. Yeah, so I really like that they gave him the gavel in the hand instead of giving him a weapon, you know, which they could have done. That would have been cool as well to see him with a handgun. But yeah, this I thought was a more clever idea. The paint job there, I kind of wish that the brown wasn't going up on the batarang like that. Looks just a little bit sloppy, but it's not super noticeable, I guess, here. So yeah, some nice details going on. Again, the suit is amazing. And I really do like that divide there with the face, you know, but it's still, oh, the eyeball is actually exposed as well. You could tell he doesn't have like eyelash, yeah, eyelashes going on there, or even the eyebrows gone. Yeah, it's very much exposed there, and the eyelids are not there. That's crazy looking. Yeah, and then down here, he actually has a couple of batarangs. So yeah, like I said, each of the statues has at least one, but he's got a couple more here at the base. Then of course we got money over here. It's still funny to me how in comics and stuff like that. They'll still have the giant money bags with the big old dollar symbol. Just a very classic thing. Oh, those shoes are sharp too. Love the look of the shoes there. Of course, that's something that's consistent with Two-Face, that he's, you know, very much a sharp dresser, even though he'll have one side of the suit that looks kind of damaged and everything. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good look for the character. And yeah, I guess I will display him alongside the Penguin. I kind of wish they did a Riddler as well in this style. Yeah, those characters I think kind of fit well together. Two-Face, Riddler, Penguin. It would be really nice if they had Riddler as well. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I have one more item that I want to share, and this is an item that I should have added to my collection a long time ago, but I finally have it now. So we have here the Clown Prince of Crime Joker by Mezco. This is only my second Mezco figure. I really do like their work. I mean, I see them very often when they get revealed. I even have a friend that like sends me their reveals. But yeah, I just haven't really pulled the trigger on many of them because, like I said earlier, I'm not big on posing figures. That's not really my thing necessarily. But this is one figure I really had been wanting for a long time now. And yeah, I should have already had it. I've even had like a fellow YouTuber pointed out to me when it was on sale at one point, or at least reduced in price on Amazon. But I just didn't pull the trigger because I've been focusing on some other things, especially, you know, like prizes for my channel and whatnot. So I kind of put off getting this, but yeah, I finally went for it here. And man, he looks awesome. I think this is such a cool look for the Joker. And we're going to get a closer look at, you know, everything that it comes with as I open this up here. And I'll do my best to try to pose it just for the video, but then of course I'll be placing it somewhere else. Actually, let me go ahead and run through what comes along with this version of the Joker. I see there is another head sculpt, but I can tell right now that I like the original one more. That hair there is a little more frazzled and he has more of a smirk going on his face. Not super crazy about that one. No surprise, of course, it does come with multiple hands. It does come with a base, which I do like, of course. You know, I mentioned that before. Comes with a base and an adjustable stand for posing him. Yeah, I like that he comes with that submachine gun. That is pretty cool looking, and they have an effect for it as well. They even got an extra clip, which is pretty cool. And you see he has a cane as well. I definitely like the look of that cane. I see here that they have him posed with that. That's pretty awesome. He has two knives, and it says with belt sheaths. Yeah, he actually has those on already, I guess. And a bomb bear as well. That to me seems more like something that Harley Quinn would have, so it's interesting they gave him that. But yeah, I'm so glad that I finally have that. And let me go ahead and get this out of the packaging here and out of the box. Real quick, I'll show you all. This is what he looks like when you first remove the sleeve off of the packaging. It's kind of funny how the desiccant is like all between his legs and wrapped around his leg there, you know. But yeah, you can see the accessories there along the side. Look at that expression on his face. So detailed there and lifelike. That is absolutely amazing. Like every tooth is sculpted there. You know, it's down to those details. I love the way the eyes looked as well. Got the dark circles around them. Just really sinister looking. Even the wrinkles in his face look authentic. I like this haircut as well. For the Joker, it's something a little bit different. You don't really see him with this style very often. And of course, you know, Mezco is on point with the outfits as well. You know, the materials, pretty nice there. Like whoever came up with this outfit for him, like they are just so on point with it. I did go ahead and put the knives there in the sheaths. They look just too awkward without having the actual knives in there. But yeah, you can see, yeah, I went ahead and put those in. Right now he just has the fist still there. I didn't change out the hands yet. I will have to kind of play around, you know, and try to figure out a way that I want to pose this figure. That's not always easy for me, but I'll work it out. But yeah, very cool there. Even with the boots, you know, you can see the laces. Like this is just an awesome looking figure. So glad to finally have it there. Now let me go ahead and show you also here, of course, we got the base with all the ha-ha-has on there. And it's not like a heavy duty base, you know, it's kind of, you know, plastic, very simple, but yeah, it works though. And I like that they actually did something with it, you know, they put a design to it. Now this other head sculpt here, like I said, I'm not super crazy about that one. I don't know, it's kind of an odd expression, especially like look at how many wrinkles there are there where he's like had that really drawn smile going on. Yeah, I'm not super crazy about that. I do like the disheveled hair some, but I don't think they really landed that expression for this head sculpt. We got this bomb bear here, which let me see if I don't even know if he can actually hold this or not. I don't see like any way that stands out where he could be able to grip it, so I don't know, maybe it is just a little extra add-in, I guess, there. But like I said, this really to me feels like something that Harley would have. Got the cane going on here. It was actually kind of floating around in the packaging, but the cane is pretty awesome there with that skull. I definitely want him holding that cane. And then I went ahead and put the effect there inside of the submachine gun. So I guess it's like he's spraying up, you know, spraying upwards with it. And it is a pretty cool effect. You know, you can see the bullets there at the end of the flame effect. So that is pretty awesome looking. I do like the color scheme there as well. The paint job on that submachine gun looks pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to try my best to pose this Joker, but I'm sure I'll be playing around with the pose until I'm happy with the way that it looks. As always, I do want to hear from you all what you think about the items that I shared here. You know, are you interested in any of these things for your collection? And with me being a big DC fan, if you have any suggestions for things that you think I should check out, please give me that suggestion in the comments. I will definitely check it out. I really love collecting DC. I will say though, yeah, it gets frustrating being a DC fan with things that are going on with the movies, because it seems like Warner Brothers just can't get it together. I have no idea why they, you know, let the Snyder Cut be released. They put the money into it, and then they turn around and they promote the Joss Whedon cut of Justice League on 4K Blu-ray. It's like, and that really did upset a lot of fans, because they're just like, what are you doing? Like, what is the messaging here, basically? And yeah, I really want to hear from you all as well. Like, what do you think Warner Brothers should do with the future of the DC movies? Right now, things seem very confused, just very confused. We got multiple Batman going on. It's not clear whether or not they're going to do anything with the Snyderverse, basically. And I don't know, it's just a lot of confusion right now. So yeah, like I said, I want to hear from you all. What do you think Warner Brothers should do with these DC characters moving forward, you know, with the movies? But yeah, thank you all so much for taking the time to check out the video. Again, I look forward to reading your comments, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.